everybody, Grit21 back with another video, and today I'm here with an unboxing video of the GTX 980 Ti. I've had the GTX 960 for a couple of months now, and as I've been playing more and more intensive games such as Just Cause 3 and Rise of the Tomb Raider, which I have been playing on sort of low to medium settings and stuff, and both games looked equally fine, but I was just so frustrated that I felt like I was just getting lack of performance, a sudden drop in frame, which was kind of annoying in certain instances, especially in very intense cutscenes and stuff like that, and overclocking was kind of a bit of an issue with the 960, not that it's not capable of it, and not that it's already comes pre-overclocked, but I always like adding my own. So I thought it was time that I would just finally just get one, and so I got it, I unboxed it, and it was just so cool. It came with a pre-installed backplate, which is kind of rare actually to get ones that have backplates on them. It came with the usual manual, the usual driver disc, blah blah blah, all the goods. So I was like, okay, cool. So before I install this, let's do some benchmarks and see what I got. So I did the Rise of the Tomb Raider benchmark, and as you can see on screen, the frames were mildly okay. It does 3 different regions for the different areas into Rise of the Tomb Raider and stuff, and the frame rates were generally pretty good, around 40 to 60 frames, give or take on different instances. Then I did a benchmark of Haven benchmark, as everybody does benchmarks with those, and the score wasn't bad. The FPS was, again, pretty decent. You can probably see on screen what the scoring was and what the max and minimum FPS was, and it was pretty decent. And then I was like, okay, cool, so we've got a baseline, now let's go compare that to the 980 Ti. And oh my gosh, the absolute increase in frames was completely amazing. Rise of the Tomb Raider was up in the upper hundreds region with probably a low of around, probably I would say like 70 to 80 frames a second, give or take, and my Haven benchmark score was significantly higher. And as you can also see, I did a little time lapse of myself installing the graphics card, and I always love playing with. I'm very much a hardware guy. I love to install hardware. I actually have a computer job right now where I get to work with old, sort of mid to old computers and stuff, installing hardware and everything. So installing a graphics card is like the holy grail of fun for me. So it's been a card I really much enjoy. The performance is absolutely amazing. I know that the GTX 1080 just came out with all the Pascal and all that kind of stuff and everything. I'm not an early adopter, and I don't think it's really, I don't want to buy a 1080 until it has the HBM2 and stuff, as I've mentioned on the Metrocast, which you guys have probably seen. And I've really been wanting a 980 Ti for a long time, and I thought it was about time that, yes, I can now pay forward to getting one. It's, obviously, at least for the meantime, I would say this is like a mid to high top tier card, and obviously the price is going to come down and a lot of people are going to be able to buy them and stuff like that. It'd be fun to see what the 1080 offers when it comes out, but until then I'm going to be enjoying my 960, enjoying my 1080, I wish. I'm going to be enjoying my 980 Ti for a while, and that's just basically it. And I've enjoyed it within the last couple of days of installing it, and yeah, and beyond that, as far as the White Yeti goes, not a lot has changed. It's pretty much still some of the same build as it's been before. I've now gone from a GTX 760 to a 960 to now a 980 Ti. I was using an X4 Ultra 750 watt power supply, which was an 80 plus bronze rating, and then I went up to a EVGA G2 Supernova 750 watt power supply. I believe it was 80 plus gold, which is a lot better for overclocking. It's a very well respected power supply around the internet, and it's one I've been enjoying myself. Other little upgrades have just been, I've changed my airflow direction. I think it's now more optimal, where my GPU used to be, I had the fan sort of blowing the wrong direction, so it would go up to like 72 degrees Celsius, which is kind of ridiculous. Once I flipped my fan directions, my temperatures were around 67, 68 degrees Celsius, which is not bad actually, and that's with the fans cranked at full. I like to turn my case fans up just to give my computer more air and stuff like that. I've also added some LED strips on the top and the inside. I also did a video about that. You can look at that by clicking the little eye in the top right corner. You can look at all the videos for that and all the little upgrades that I've done. I've also added some expansion cards, so I have a PCIe to SATA card, which I know sounds kind of silly. I do have SATA ports, but I just wanted to throw my backup hard drive into my computer since I use it for imaging. It's been annoying to have external hard drives just hanging out all over the place and having excess wires that I really kind of, after all, just sort of find atrocious and really annoying. So I stuck with my image hard drive inside. I've also added a I know this is kind of old. I've added a USB 1.1 to PCI card, but I don't actually plug anything in it. The only thing I plug into is the front LED strip, which you'll probably see some pictures of right now, I'm sure. And that's basically it. So the white Yeti, for the most part, is completely maxed out until I decide to build a new system, which won't be for a couple of years from now. I'm going to run this machine into the ground. I mean, I think it's one of the most favorite things I've really built. I'm so proud of it. I love using it every day to edit videos and stream on it, stuff like that. So that's basically the final upgrade for the white Yeti. If you guys have any questions, comments, please drop them down below in the comment section. I always read those. I answer those as always. You can catch me over on Twitch at twitch.tv/grid21. You can follow me on Twitter, and you can follow me I'm on Facebook, although I don't use Facebook nearly as much as I use Twitter. And subscribe if you like my content and want to see more. And I try to upload as much as I can. I know I've only been doing the MetroCast on Saturdays/Sundays and stuff, but I want to try to do a little bit more if I can. Just with having a job and everything, my time is sort of split a little bit more. But that's it, and thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you guys later.